I ain't doing nothing. Like live from the garage. I said, let me come out here and say whatever I can say that come to my mind right quick to try to help somebody out, man. I'm at 5 o'clock. I'm finna head to this school, man. We go to this open house every year, just because it's fun for me to be right there in my kids' life, man. Some things I don't understand about people, man, how they get it twisted, but hey, it's certain shit you don't find time for, you make time for. I always make time for my family, man. I'm gonna do that if I don't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to do that because when you ain't got nothing, that's literally all that you got. Them people in my house, man, hey, I give the world to them. I ask the world of them, though. You feel me? Like, hey, you gotta make time. I'm gonna make it, man. I like to go up here to these schools because I'm an active father. I help with homework, not as much as they mama, because some of that stuff, to me, is just out of the ordinary. The way they teaching certain stuff, but I ain't in the loop of it. So I just can't bash them without bashing myself. I'm an equal opportunity kind of person. I ain't gonna expect nothing from you that I wouldn't expect from myself. But being that I know if I don't feel or challenge myself to the utmost, I can't require nobody else. So I'm gonna go a little bit further than most people would. Not to get no brownie points, just because if I genuinely feel like that's what I need to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Older I get, well, I thank God that I'm a person. If I do something for you, I'm not about to expect you to do the equivalent or half of what I did for you, because if that's the case, I had an intention as to why I did what I did. I don't operate like that, man. If I tell you I love you, then I love you. The love won't never stop, but me showing and expressing that love to you, it'll stop based off how you do or treat me. If you make me feel like I don't matter, opposed to giving you that same feeling, I just dismiss myself. That's what I done started to do the older that I get, because certain shit don't matter. My kids smiling, that mean the world to me. My kids knowing that they daddy right there or coming home if I ain't and they are, that mean the world to me, man. It's certain shit you don't find time for. You gotta learn to make time for. At the same time, you gotta learn to make time for yourself too. That's what a lot of people tend to forget. Most people spend more time giving it to their job than they do to what helped them get to that point where they at in order to go get that job. I don't judge people, man. I always tell people, opposed to criticizing and complaining, just correct and move forward. Certain shit is just unnecessary, man. When you think about what's going on in the world, man. Look at this, man. Man, this is crazy right now. Don't nobody know what's going on, but this is what I can tell you. Boy, opposed to trusting the government, you better learn to trust God. Opposed to listening to them, you better learn to listen to you. It's a lot of stuff that's just common sense, but simply because people didn't live their life so much without just trusting their final judgment, they gotta go to somebody else. Most people lost. And a lot of times the distractions are only meant to keep you from advancing or going further, but the distraction will be so much of an infatuation and it's so appeasing to your eyes, most people don't feel that it's a distraction. And the people or the person who's trying to guide a person and show them and tell them, I know what they look like, but I also know how that's going to end. Most of them tend to go to thinking that you're trying to control them, opposed to trying to show them how to control their own narrative without believing and suspecting that somebody just on the up and up all because what they didn't visualize with their eyes. Most people don't get it. But the person who do get it, the hard part that come for you, that come for you is you gotta learn to be willing to walk away and let people figure it out on their own. Cause there's some people you can say it and prove it until you black and blue in the face. But some people just ain't gonna believe it until it happen. I'm the type of person that shit hard for me to do. If I love you. If I love you and you ain't really done nothing to me on the strength of making me doubt or myself or feel as if I just ain't nothing to you other than whatever little miscellaneous stuff you don't feel like doing or you think beneath you, then yeah, you probably gonna get another side of me. I ain't proud of it, but shit, I am who I am. I gotta die being me, so I'ma live being me as well. Like, it's certain things that I don't empathize or sympathize with just because the more you do that, the more you stay in a place that you don't really want to be. And the more you do something that you really don't want to do, but you continuing to do it, it ain't nobody else that you can blame opposed to that person staring back at you at the mirror. I'm somebody on here, everybody is not going to flop or like what I'm saying simply because what I'm saying, when you get through talking about everybody else, you're going to have to look at yourself deeper than anybody. And most of the time, what we discover about ourselves is what we hate. So that's why we run from it and try to act as if it don't exist. The more you try to act like it don't exist, the more it continues to occur. Simply because you better than what you putting out, but all because it's easier for you. You rather do that. But the big God got something better for all of us. We just gotta learn to get off in the know of trusting what he said opposed to believing what we think. Sometimes we just don't know. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes their fear of not knowing or their fear of change place us back into the place of contentment or comfortability. But that comfortability also have you stressing and up at night. So the whole purpose of what I'm saying is you gotta make time, not find time. Because the more you look to find time to deal with your mental, the more reason and excuses you're gonna come up with as to why you can't. And most of the time it's gonna be dealing with somebody else opposed to dealing with you. You gotta learn how to find time, not find time. You gotta learn how to make time, man. That's the only way you're gonna get something done. You gotta learn how to. Most people spend time putting in overtime or working their job opposed to trying to work their career where they can be the one signing off or telling the people, nah, we don't need you working overtime. The overtime is designed to keep you stuck right there too. But I'm telling you, you was created to do more than that. I ain't saying everybody a boss, but whatever you contend in, but you not happy in, that's you settling. And because you feel like you getting ahead and you really getting by, you content with it until something or somebody present an even more challenging task where that what you used to ain't gonna be able to solve the new issue or the new challenge that's then came about. At the end of the day, man, you gotta love you more than you. You gotta critique you more than you. If not, you at somebody else's disadvantage. And if you honest with yourself, you can't really say that they wrong for taking advantage of you. And we know we all then took advantage, still take advantage, or if push come to shove, we will take advantage, all because somebody ignorant. That ain't what we was created for. You might get by, but you don't get away. You gotta fix this shit, but you gotta start by fixing you.